session 119 with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B Creative Cardiology. Happy Tuesday to you, and hello. Hope you are doing well. It is chilly here in New York. Whew. It's been a chilly week. I guess fall is here. It's to be expected, but it's definitely an adjustment. So I have got my little fall heart shirt going on. We've got leaves and acorns and pumpkins and all of that good stuff. And this is the theme for today's projects. I have a couple of fun layouts for you. Layouts meaning easy card templates that you can use with any designer series paper, and they'll come out absolutely fabulous. So fun and fabulous is today's theme. I will be continuing to use the Rustic Harvest designer series paper, of course, because it's fall and it's a great paper pack. In fact, anybody who places a $50 order with me here this month, I will send you a little kit sampler here of the Rustic Harvest paper with some coordinating cardstock and things so that you can make some of these cards yourself. Hi Kathy, welcome. So there you go to sweeten the deal. On top of that, Stampin' Up! Released some new clearance items. These were items that were available a year ago in the 2021 mini catalog. So some really awesome favorites: the Blackberry Beauty designer series paper, the Eden's Garden designer series paper, a lot of fun stuff, some ribbons and accessories to go along with there. And those things are in the clearance rack, 60% off. That was just updated today. I've noticed already since this morning a few things have already sold out. So if you want to get a good deal, the other thing, the Harvest Meadow, oh, that gorgeous designer series paper. I made so many cards with that last year. That's also in there. So if you can grab these $12 paper packs, you can get them for like $4, $5, $6. I mean, great deal. So be sure to head over to the online store and take advantage of that. And yeah, on top of that, okay, so one more thing. If you haven't heard, or if you've ever considered becoming a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, Stampin' Up! Is also offering a bonus with the purchase of a starter kit this month, becoming a demonstrator, and they are gifting you an additional $30 of free product. So the Stampin' Up! Starter kit involves, you pick out whatever you want. You can even add clearance items to that. You can add pre-order items that aren't even available to the public yet, which is pretty cool. And this month of October 2022 here, you can choose $155 here in the US. It's $155 of product, and you pay just $99 plus applicable sales tax in whatever your town or your county is. Shipping on your starter kit is free. So that is a fabulous way if you have a big long wish list. That's a great way to shop at a discount. And then of course you do get a demo discount on your future orders there too. So it's something to think about. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. But I'd love to have you on my Creative Cardiology team. We have a lot of fun. All right, so I'm going to flip the camera here and we'll get started. And I will show you my host code. So if you're content to be a customer, then I love you all the same. And the October host code is MGAVMJ7N. And like I said, if you order $50 or more from me this month, that includes if you've already placed an order this month, if you take advantage of the free shipping, or have already placed your clearance rack order, then you'll be included in this, but I will send you a little sampler of Rustic Harvest paper, cardstock, and some accessories so you can make the projects that we have been creating this month. All right. Hey, Philomena, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. That reminds me, we are closing in on 2,700 subscribers here at the Just Be Creative Cardiology YouTube channel. So I really, really appreciate you sharing my channel with your family and friends. You can share my videos to Pinterest. You can share them to Facebook. But yeah, if you're watching and you haven't already subscribed to my channel here, then I would love for you to do so. Again, we are closing in. I think we're at 2,688. So close to 2,700. Hi, Terry. Hello, hello. All right, so you guys are going to enjoy today's projects. Like I said, we're working with Hello Harvest. I'm also pulling in the die set that was part of the Amazing Silhouettes bundle here. These are the Amazing Thanks die. They are currently sold individually. And they have thanks, amazing, you are amazing, thanks. Those are the dies. Okay, these are on page 169 of your annual catalog here. And so you can see them. They come with like the bubble letters for your background and then the detailed overlay. So I'm going to show you how to use both of those. And then of course our Rustic Harvest items here on page 49 of the mini catalog. Okay, so what we are going to start with, first layout here, and we are going to do a whole mix of color combo with all of the beautiful colors here in the Rustic Harvest collection. So we are going to start with a card base of Cajun Craze. All right, 5.5 by 8.5. And actually, I took the idea for this project from my From the Heart Friday 100 video. All right. So I did this card originally using the Dandy Garden Dragonfly paper and the Hydrangea Hill paper. And I'm going to follow the similar layout and change it up and do Rustic Harvest. So it's quick and easy, great way to mix and match patterns and colors. But we have our Cajun Craze card base. We are going to adhere a layer of crushed curry, 4 by 5.25. And the great thing is you can mix and match your colors depending on which ones you like best and which patterns of paper you use. Okay, so go ahead and stick that down. All right, now we're going to do 3 sections here. So I have cut my layers of Mossy Meadow. I had to think twice there. I keep wanting to call it Mellow Moss. I don't know why I'm on that kick lately. Mossy Meadow. All right, and these 3 sections here, these are 1.5. Yes, 1.5 by 3 3/4. Okay, so 1.5 by 3 3/4. And I recommend you start with the top and the bottom, and then you can kind of snuggle the middle one right in between them. Okay, because that way, if you don't get it totally evenly spaced out, nobody will know the difference, because that middle one at least will be even between the top and the bottom. So I like to measure, make sure you've got visually, you're kind of equal on each side, as well as the top there. Hi, Polly. Hello, hello. We are playing with lots of color here, pulled from the Rustic Harvest collection. All right, so we're building our layers of color. And then I'm going to do the bottom piece here. Again, make sure that you're equal on the left and right side, as well as the bottom. So that should look about the same. All right, and then we're going to take our third piece and nest that between the two. Okay, so we're going to come in here. All right, so it looks like we're equal spaced there. Okay. Oh, Kathy, I'm so glad you're enjoying these ideas. Now, I have used this crazy pattern of the Rustic Harvest. You may have noticed I used that on Friday's card. I think it was Friday. Goodness, I make so many cards, I forget which day it was. But yes, Friday's card where we did the triple point. So I'm using the same pattern of designer series paper here, which has the squash and the pumpkins and the various leaves. I like it because it has all of the different colors from the collection in there. Hello, Cynthia. Welcome. Let me know where you're from. All right, so I don't have these in any particular order, but I'm thinking that maybe I will put this squash down here at the bottom and kind of balance out the crushed curry there, and we'll put this other piece in the middle. Okay, so these are 1/4 of an inch smaller. So each of these designer series papers are 1 1/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, because our Mossy Meadow layers were 1 1/2 by 3 3/4, and this next layer is 1 1/4 by 3 1/2, and we're just going to mount them on top. So we're building lots of layers here, but again, with all of this variety of color, it's a fun way to kind of pull it all together here and use some of these more wild and crazy patterns, which is lots of fun. Oh, Cynthia, you're from Indianapolis, Indiana. Wonderful. Nice. So I'm in upstate New York, and it's a little chilly here. So I've got my pumpkin t-shirt on, and then I've got my little sweater going on. So I like to match my cards, and I'm kind of coordinating there. Okay, so for this layout, I want an element to kind of pull it all together, and I want to use my pumpkin here. So I need to, I've actually got that hanging out over here. Looks like I failed to clean it the other day, and let me pull that out. Thankfully, I've got, oh, it was Cajun Craze. Good. That's the color I'm going to go with again today. So we're good. All right, so I'm going to stamp this pumpkin on one of my stitched circles. All right, so I pulled out the Stylish Shapes dies, or if you've got the original Stitched Shapes dies, whichever you want there. But when I was deciding on which size to use, the nice thing with these dies, the images on the front of the stamp case are actual size. So I was able to place my die over the stamp and see, okay, this one fits. The next size smaller, that one doesn't quite work. So I went with the larger one here. That's the second largest. And I like this because it has that nice little stitching detail on there. So I cut that out with some basic white. And then we are going to stamp our pumpkin on here. Pull out the Cajun Craze. Okay. All right, so I'll just gently ink that up. I'm gonna aim to fit it on here. It fits just right. Ha, look at that. It fit perfectly. I love it when that works out. Okay, and then we need a sentiment here. So I think, whoops, my catalog just fell off the side of my desk. That's what that thud was. All right, nothing broke. I just have this tendency to like expand when I craft. Is anybody else like that? Your moment you start crafting, your workspace suddenly shrinks. That's always happening to me. All right, I can have the biggest table. It can be the entire counter. It can be a 6-foot table, and I will use the entire space and then some. Always happens. Okay, so we're gonna pull in a stamp here. Let's see, I've used the other ones on the project, so how about we just go with this? You're such a blessing. It's kind of a nice one. And then we're gonna stamp this. So I'm using the Stays on Black. Looks like I have a little glue dot in the lid there, and that came undone to help hold that together. So we're gonna ink this up good, and then just stamp this in the center of my pumpkin. Okay, it didn't come out quite as dark as I wanted it to, but I think I need to re-ink my my ink pad there, and I would have a little bit better results. But we are going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals here to pop this up. There we go. A trio will be good. I like to kind of space them out in a little triangle formation. All right, and then we'll stick this down here on our card, and there you go. Sweet and simple. Let's see. I think at one point, yes, I had some, let's see, rustic metallic, brushed metallic. Let's go with the gold. That, I think that kind of works with the crushed curry. And we'll add just a little something something here. Okay, every card needs just a little bit of bling. And so we'll pull this in. I'm gonna go just off my card, or at least, you know, off the diagram here. And then, let's see, I'm gonna come in and kind of hide the fact that I rocked my, I rocked my stamp just a little bit. So if you ever have a little oopsie daisy, go ahead and touch it up with an embellishment. It works perfectly. All right, so super cute layout. Again, you can use this with any designer series paper. It's a great way to use a variety of color and mix and match your patterns there. All right, and Kathy has been stamping up a storm. She has made at least 25 to 30 cards using using the Rustic Harvest bundle here. That's awesome. Good for you, Cynthia. All right. Glad you guys are enjoying the colors, and Polly agrees. No matter how large the craft desk, you end up with a total mess and a tiny space to work. Absolutely. Okay, so that is layout number one. I'm gonna, usually I do 2 cards, but I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more today because I want to show you. I used lots of color. I used 1, 2, 3 different colors, the designer paper, and some white. So actually 4 colors on there. I'm gonna do the same layout with more of a monochrome look using Mary Merlot and basic black. And then I'm using, well, that side's gorgeous with the crushed curry. But I'm going to use the black and white design with the oak leaves and the acorns there. So this should come together pretty quick because it's the same layout, just a different color combination. All right, so we've got our Mary Merlot card base. We are going to go with a layer of basic black. This is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so quick and easy. I just thought that this black and Mary Merlot looked so elegant with that black and white oak leaf pattern there. So instead of adding another color, I'm just going to come in with layers of Mary Merlot. Again, these are 1 1/2 by 3 3/4. And I'm going to pull it down just a little bit. I noticed I had a little bit wide space there in the middle, so I'm going to come down just a little bit more and come up a little bit from the bottom on these 2 pieces, just a touch, so that I can lessen the gap there in the middle. Okay, so you can go bold or you can go just 2-tone here. Okay, good, that looks nice and even. And then your little strips here, again, these are 1 1/4 by 3 1/2. Oops, I got glue everywhere. Okay, let's stick these right in the middle. That's okay, because not only will I glue my paper down, but I'll have a little accent piece there too. So there's no mistakes in crafting, just opportunity to embellish there, right? Okay, so we've got those on. Doesn't that look, there we go. Just wipe that off with my thumb. Okay. Boy, isn't that pretty? And such a different look. But yeah, it's the same Rustic Harvest paper pack. Okay, so this time I thought maybe I would change it up totally here and bring in the little die cut leaves and gems here, and because it kind of goes with my leaves. Or what do you guys think? Actually, I could do that. Because I was gonna say we have this nice little oak leaf on here too. That would be kind of cute. All right. Ooh, Cynthia is freezing and going to enjoy some hot chocolate while she crafts. Wonderful. That sounds like a good idea. I am freezing in here too. We have the heater turned on in the living room, bedroom area, and that actually heats a good chunk of the house. But my craft room is here at the other end, and it's kind of chilly, and we haven't turned it on yet. So, brr. All right, how about we go with the hello for this one. Change that up just a little bit here. I'm going to stamp this. Yeah, I think that'll fit. I'll just stamp it on my leaf. And let's see here. Again, we'll use the black. You could use Stays On or Memento, either one. I've got my Stays On here because my Memento ink pad is out on my other table. All right, I'm going to angle my leaf just a bit. So that's why it might look a little crooked when I'm stamping my hello, but I'm doing that on purpose. Okay, so we'll do that. Add a couple dimensionals to the back here. Actually, I should have just, here we go. Let's pull that one up and move it to the stem. All right, so 3 is definitely sufficient for this as well. And right here, so at least my word is straight, even though my leaf is angled a little differently. And then, you know, these are more of a Cajun Craze pumpkin color. I'm gonna sit that out, and I'm going to go with the champagne rhinestones instead, because the champagne rhinestones are actually petal pink, and petal pink is the lighter complement to the Mary Merlot here. I'm going to take a big one, and I'm actually going to hide that hole, all right, because I'm not planning any ribbon, so we'll just cover that up with one of the larger rhinestones, and then we'll take a medium. Let's place that over here, and then we'll do a small one and go right down here. All right, so we've got our little trio, voila, and that way it's not such a contrasting color. It looks perfectly. Of course, you could always use just the regular rhinestones and color them with your Stampin' blends as well. That would give you rhinestones in any color that you wanted. But isn't that fun? Look at that. Same layout, same collection, the Rustic Harvest, and completely different cards. Really cool, huh? Yes, I've been meaning to use these leaves. This is kind of nice. You actually get, oh, I forget what the package says. I think it's like 20-something leaves, and then you get a sheet of the pumpkin rhinestones that go with those. All right, so that's kind of a fun thing there. Okay, so that was technically card number 1. So I'll just move them over here to the side. All right, the next card is what I'm going to use the Amazing Thanks dies here. Okay, and I'm going to use the Bubble Thanks and then the detailed overlay. Okay, so for this one, we are, again, I'm going to do kind of a dual color here. We're going to go bold, and then we're going to go more traditional. Okay, so with this one, I'm doing crushed curry card base, 5.5 by 8.5. All right, thank you. I appreciate all the comments and the thumbs up and the likes there and the shares. Okay, so for this one, I'm then going to do a contrasting layer here of the Mossy Meadow, so 4 by 5 1/4. All right, so I love it when cards like this, they're easy to prep because they maximize your paper and easy to cut and get a lot of cards assembled quickly. Okay, so I'm going to coordinate. I'm using that same pattern here. So my Mossy Meadow layer was 4 by 5 1/4, and then the Rustic Harvest paper is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so we're just building out of the middle here. Okay, now I'm going to do a little band across the middle. This is 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. And I hate to cover up that pretty little pumpkin, but I want to keep it about 1 inch from the bottom, so on this lower third of the card there. And then we're going to take, or I already did, but all right, took like the bubble thanks, and I die cut some basic black cardstock here, all right, to give me my background. Woohoo, can you see it taking shape? All right, so I need some of the basic black dimensionals. All right, I don't know where my mini ones went, but I've got some full size here. So I'm gonna put those on a couple of the letters here. Let me trim an edge piece. Okay. And yeah, I think that'll be all right. Okay, so we've got a bit of dimensional spread across the back here to kind of pop that up. Isn't that fun? It looks cool already. All right, then I'm taking the detailed overlay, and I actually cut this out of the middle. I had a crushed curry base that I was going to mount on another card, and so I put a little piece of the adhesive sheets. Okay, so I actually had a scrap piece left over, so I just applied it right to here. The adhesive sheets are 6 inches by 12 inches. So you cut them down to size, put your sticky right on your cardstock, and then I ran that through, which is great for these skinny little detailed, because I didn't want to mess with little dimensionals or liquid glue or fine tip glue, any of that. What's nice is that with the adhesive sheet, just grab a piece, peel off the backing. Look at that. And then we are going to lay it over top of our bold letters here. Get my little fingers out of the way. All right, you just fit it right onto the overlay. Isn't that cool? I love the way that looks. So fun. And again, let's pull in some, let's see, I think I'm going to use the Rustic Metallic this time. Just a little bit different, different metal here. And I've got one jumping off my page already, so we'll go, whoop, that one just doesn't want to be stuck. Okay, we'll use a different one then. All right, so we'll just kind of pop a couple of these on here, and then voila, there we go. Sweet and simple. Isn't that fun? Really, really cool. All right, so to show you again what it looks like in more of a darker, more reserved pattern, just a little bit. Again, I'm going to do the Mary Merlot with the black and the gorgeous oak leaf pattern. Okay, so you'll fold your card base. Adhere your layer of basic black, 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and then your designer series paper, 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, I like it when the pattern's all over like these, because then there's no right way up. You don't have to worry if some leaves are upside down, some leaves aren't. It's all good. So fun. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Better late than never. Glad you caught me here. Okay, so for this next one, I'm going to do okay, what are we doing here? I have to remember. All right, so I'm doing basic black across the middle. All right, yes, coordinating with my matte layer. Again, 1 3/4 by 3 1/2. All right. Again, come up about 1 inch from the bottom there, the lower third. Okay. And then to alternate the colors here, we used the bubble lettering to die cut our thanks from Mary Merlot. And then I can actually use this again. I can mount a piece of something over top. So there you go. You can always cut something out of the middle if you need to. All right. My dimensionals here that I've already hidden underneath my pile. Okay, so we'll go on the M. I love the darker dimensionals here for when you're working with darker cardstock. You don't want everything to peek through. And let's see, go with another little piece here. Right in the middle. There we go. Okay. Then this goes right across the center. Just tack it down. All right, and then I did that same thing. I used my detail lettering on some basic black with some adhesive sheet applied to it. And I just need to find a piece, just bend your letter, pull that all up. That's so fun to pull that off. I love how it all comes off in one piece there. Again, just tack this on. So much easier than messing with a glue on these detailed pieces. Oh, so cool. I love the way that looks. And again, for this one, with our Mary Merlot coming in with my champagne, my petal pink rhinestones here. And follow the same format. All right. And then the little one. Voila. Oh, I think that just looks, that's just the neatest. So fun. So there you have it. Some really fast and fab cards here using the Rustic Harvest collection. Again, these cards could be used with any designer series paper. Just swap out the colors and your patterns there, and use the same layout. Fun to break this into the trio of sections, and then this one keeping everything whole. It's a fun take on the Love It Chocolate, because essentially we've kept the same format that we did when we made the cardstock our background there. This one we put a little double ovaled embellishment there, but this one we put our layer across the front and then popped our greeting up there. So really simple. They come together quick. Love cards that do that. All right, and yes, hope you enjoy that. Thank you guys so much. Again, October host code there, and I'll send a sampler of our Rustic Harvest collection here with your order of $50 or more. And yeah, and again, consider the starter kit. Check out the clearance rack. All kinds of fabulous stuff going on. So it's a great day for stamping. A great day for cozying up with a cup of hot chocolate or whatever your beverage of choice there, and watching my craft videos. It's all good. Love it, love it. Hi, Mari. Thank you so much for joining. All right, so thank you guys. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff. You know the routine. Thank you, thank you. I so appreciate you. And I look forward to stamping with you again Friday afternoon. Alrighty, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.